Welcome back to Bears and Butters. If you're new here, welcome. And if you're an OG, welcome back. This is our third What's for Dinner. We really enjoy making these videos for you guys at home, and we hope you guys enjoy them as well. Here is our first recipe of Tunisian chicken stew. My first time making this, and this is a special dish for my friend Tamir. Let's get into these ingredients. Our first ingredient is the organic chicken. We get these at Trader Joe's at a pretty decent price. These are dates, then we have dried apricots, EVOO, chicken broth, and this is the most important ingredient at all, the Baharat spice blend. This is from the company Sadaf, and you can get this at specialty markets or maybe even at your regular market in the specialty section. We have a whole bulb of garlic here, onion, some sliced lemon wedges, tomato paste, chopped up almonds, some chopped carrots, chopped potatoes covered in water, Himalayan salt, and pepper. So I wanted to lay out the apricots and dates so you guys can see how many were going in this dish. Let's get cooking good looking. In this large pot, which you can get down in the description box, we absolutely love it, our Dutch oven, we're gonna pour in some extra virgin olive oil. Put the burner on to medium-high heat and bring it up to temperature to put in these onions. We're gonna start sizzling them off, mix them around, get them a little juicy. We're gonna time to add in the Himalayan salt. We sure love this salt. We can get it at Costco or many places. Time to add the pepper. A few cranks of that. You're gonna wanna season every layer of food. I'm gonna pour the chopped carrots into the pan to get them a little bit softened up. It's gonna work out well in the stew. I am so excited to eat this, guys. We wish you were all here with us. Time to put the garlic in. We love fresh garlic. It adds so well to any kind of stew, no matter what type of stew it is. The smell of this seasoning is so fragrant. I'm gonna go through with you guys what the spice mixture actually is. Cinnamon, cardamom, cumin, ginger, and cloves. Oh man, it smells so good in our house as soon as we poured it in this pan. We're gonna pour in all of our delicious potatoes, one of our favorites. Now, do you guys at home often make stews? Put it in the comment section down below if you make them quite often or if you enjoy them. Adding the chicken stock in now. It is Pacific brand. We're using the low sodium, but you can use regular sodium if you would like. We used about 4 cups of it. Now we're gonna squeeze in the lemon wedges. It's gonna add a nice tartness zing to the dish. I'm gonna add in 2 more tablespoons of the Baharat seasoning. Butters, did you really enjoy this dish?
Yeah, this was absolutely delicious.
I was thinking the other day how it's important to step outside of your comfort zones and try other ethnicities' cuisines. Even at home, you can try to make them. If you don't have a restaurant, you can go out to eat to get them. Time to add in the chopped up dates and chopped up apricots. These really add a nice, sweet, delicious flavor into this dish. Adding some tomato paste in is the next step, and we're gonna be using this as almost a thickening agent. So when we reduce down the sauce, it's gonna have a nice acidic flavor from the tomato in it. So I'm going to add the chicken in. It was marinating in some olive oil and some Baharat seasoning with some salt and pepper. I'm gonna place this on top of the stew right now and let it get some of the sauces soaked into the meat. So after all the ingredients are inside the pot, you're definitely going to want the recipe to cook for probably a good hour. You're going to leave the top off because you want the sauce to reduce down. Otherwise, your sauce will be more like a soup. So as you can see right now, the moisture has come down and you can see a nice gravy sauce. The last but not least is to sprinkle the edge of this stew with some chopped up almonds. And in the center, I have basmati rice with a little bit of chili on top and parsley. The best way to explain the flavor of this stew is warm notes of cinnamon, clove, and it's not spicy at all. After a few nights of delicious stew, what was needed the following night was a light shrimp summer peach salad. Let's go through the ingredients. Romaine lettuce, a white peach that Butters bought me, avocado, you know here in Cali we love them, salt and pepper, pecans or pecans, 2 whole beets that's cooked and peeled, and the star of the salad is the shrimp. We love eating shrimp here in this house, if you guys haven't been able to tell already. I plated this dish in a couple different ways. This is the first way. It's a little bit more fancy. A lot of your guests might be impressed, especially at the summer barbecue. If you pull this out, they'd be like, hot damn, this is beautiful. Now the second way I plated this dish is a little bit easier, a little more simple, but still just as beautiful with all the colors in the salad. I'm gonna turn it around for you guys so you can check out each little mound of deliciousness, put a little Italian dressing on top, and toss up that salad. Who doesn't love a nice fresh tossed salad in their life? Oh yeah. Back to some hearty dinners, and we started off with some Basmati rice. We really like this Royal brand of rice, it's delicious. And on to the acorn squash. Now these are super tough and difficult to cut, so you gotta put some elbow grease in when you're cutting this baby up. Here we go. And almost through. Flip it. And we're there. That was a workout. As you guys know at home, this is our favorite non-dairy butter, Earth Balance. We're gonna smear a little bit of this inside the acorn squash. Gonna smear it all over before we put some cinnamon and sugar on. Now I like just brown sugar and butter in mine, but Butters like cinnamon, brown sugar in hers. So a little bit different, both equally delicious. I cook these squash about at 415 degrees for a good hour. Sometimes it needs an hour and 15 minutes. Now on to making the chili. Now we love making turkey chili. It's a perfect dish for fall, for winter, or for summer or spring. Any season will do. Here you can see some of the different delicious spices that we put in that give it that nice chili taste. Time to turn on the stovetop and put in a little bit of EVOO into your pan because we're gonna be sauteing up some onions and garlic. And we're gonna put in the onions first and get that nice and sauteed up in the pan and softened. So now that the onions are looking a little more translucent, I'm gonna pull these out and I'm gonna put the meat in. Here we have the organic, delicious turkey meat, which we get from Costco. We're gonna plop it in and we're gonna start off browning the bottom of the meat. You wanna get a little bit of a crust on both sides. And as the meat is browning, it's the perfect time to start adding in the seasonings so it sucks into the meat. We're also putting back in the grilled onions and garlic and gonna mix it all up and get all the flavors going and mixed together. And the chili is pretty much done now, as you can see how delicious and beautiful it looks. Oh yeah, we are hungry and ready to eat this. And the hot, steamy basmati rice is ready. The way I know these acorn squash are done is by squeezing them a little bit. You want them to be a tiny bit soft, and I'm gonna show you the finished product right now. Voila. Oh man, it smells of cinnamon and sugar in this whole house. Look how beautiful it looks. These can be scraped out so easy right on your plate, as you guys can see. There's the plated dish. And the last dish of the week was Mexican shrimp cocktail. We absolutely adore this dish in the summer. If you guys want the actual full recipe, check the link above as I made this entire recipe in a recipe video. So you're gonna need a few key ingredients: cilantro, lime, some tomatoes, got them all diced up, as you guys can see there. And we're gonna dice up the cucumber as well. These add a really great crunch to this dish. I'm gonna put in some avocado. Now you know as well as I do, being from California, we love our avocados. I'm gonna scoop these babies out and dice them up. Next, I'm gonna chop up these shrimp into smaller bite-sized pieces. If you'd like huge pieces, that's fine, leave them whole, not a problem. Time to assemble this dish. We're gonna pour everything into this large white bowl and mix everything together. I'm gonna pour in the clamato juice, just enough to cover the ingredients. I'm gonna put in some salt and pepper. This is gonna taste so delicious. And the cilantro is what really gives it that herbaceous taste. I'm gonna squeeze in some lime or lemon, will work just as well to give it a nice citrus flavor. Can you guys see how beautiful the colors are? Oh yeah, take a bite. This can be eaten as an entree or an appetizer, and it pairs best with tortilla chips or tostada shells. We hope you guys at home really enjoyed this third What's for Dinner episode. We always enjoy making you guys videos. And just remember, guys, Bears and Butters love you to the where?
To the mother effing moon.
That's right, Butters, the mother effing moon. We hope you guys have a wonderful week.
Bye.
Bye.